Welcome in, One Nation, to another episode of The Latest Buzz. I'm your host, TJ Winger. Today, let's start by talking about the men's lacrosse team, who last time out had a hard-fought battle and ultimately fell short to Washington and Lee. That brings us to Saturday's game as Lynchburg played host to Shenandoah, a team with 9 wins on the season and 4 in conference play, perhaps enjoying the best year under the Tim Marshall era. First half was eerily similar to last week's loss to WNL, but credit to Coach Kadelka and Lynchburg coming forward with the necessary tweaks, and the home Hornets won the second half 13-2 en route to a 19-8 win over Shenandoah. Saturday was also a big day for the women's lacrosse squad as the team celebrated Senior Day against Bridgewater. The Hornets trailed at the end of the first quarter, but the offense for Lynchburg was dominant in the second and third quarters, taking the 2 sets of 15 with a combined 11-1 score. Lynchburg walked away with a 16-8 win over the Eagles and had 9 different goal scorers, led by Peyton Seville with a hat trick. Grad students Nikki Santora and Leah Dumas each found the back of the net twice. Seniors Madison Knight and Dara Gregory both scored once, and Gregory totaling 4 assists on the afternoon. All in all, congratulations to the women's lacrosse seniors on getting to celebrate a special day and doing so in style. Sunday, both men's and women's tennis teams were in action, and the women's team took down Bridgewater 9-0, and we have to highlight Christina Harris, now with 98 career singles win, in line for number 100 next Friday against Virginia Wesleyan. For the men's squad, it was a 6-3 loss at the hands of the Hampton-Sydney Tigers. Next up for the men's team is hosting WNL this Saturday. Transition to the equestrian program. Reminder, this weekend is the NCEA National Championships with the Hornets competing down in Ocala, Florida. But the national competition won't end there, as freshman Dakota Banks took first in the Limit Fences division, garnering a spot to next month's IHSA National Championships in Harrison, Pennsylvania. Congrats to Dakota, and good luck to those heading down to Florida this upcoming week. Let's move to the Diamond now, starting with the Lynchburg baseball squad, still sitting as a number 5 team in the country, and the Hornets enjoyed a perfect 3-0 record this past week. First matchup was against Virginia Wesleyan on Wednesday afternoon. Marlins plated a couple runs in the first inning. Lynchburg didn't find the scoring column until the bottom of the third with a Logan Webster double to left field. Virginia Wesleyan would get that run back the next half inning, but Webster's double was just where the offense was getting started. The Hornets rode a 3-run inning in the 4th, 5th, and runs of insurance coming across in the 6th and the 8th to put Lynchburg out in front of Virginia Wesleyan 9-3. The 3 runs in the 4th, by the way, came off a single swing of the bat from Carson Atkins, his second home run of the year. Then Avery Neves and Riley O'Donovan combined to drive in the 3 runs that came around in the 5th. But that was just the start of the week for Lynchburg, who had a home-and-home series this weekend with CNU, playing at Christopher Newport on Saturday before returning home on Sunday to host the Captains. On Saturday, Lynchburg crowned a 9-4 win thanks to 3 RBIs from Neves, which included his 8th home run of the year. And it was a very productive day at the plate for Holden Fiedler as the Hornet catcher drove in 4, good for a season high. The next day, Lynchburg picked up their 2nd consecutive win against CNU for the first time since 2002 and then 2006. In the 4-1 win, starter Nick Matfield now sits at 5-0 on the season. We have to mention the lemur, Grayson Thurman, added to his lead atop the ODAC for saves in his season. The senior gathered number 9 of the year. Gavin Collins had a 2-hit afternoon and also drove in 2 of the 4 runs for the Hornets, with PJ Alvenos and Riley O'Donovan responsible for the other 2 runs. It was also another busy week for Lynchburg softball, with doubleheaders coming on Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, and they actually all ended in splits. The midweek twin bill was against number 6 Randolph-Macon, dropping game 1 by a single run in extra innings, followed by a 10-8 win in game 2. Fast forward to Saturday, it was a 2-run loss against number 10 Roanoke, answered by a 7-5 win in game 2. So to reset a little bit, between the 4 games for the Hornets, it was 2 close games against the number 6 team in the country and ended that day with a positive run differential. Then Saturday, an even run difference against another top 10 team. Now I'll let you connect those dots on where Lynchburg really stands in the national landscape. That said, Sunday's doubleheader started on a frustrating note with 3 errors from Lynchburg weighing heavily in the 3-2 loss to Shenandoah. But I think it's safe to say the best medication for a headache-ridden loss is a mercy rule win right after. Lynchburg had Sophie Tully and Bree Hodges each hit 3-run home runs, all part of a 10-1 victory in Game 2. Meanwhile, Lynchburg track and field did not have to travel far to compete in the Wildcat Festival on Saturday. The Hornets netted 5 event wins, with Logan Babbs setting a new conference best mark in the shot put at 36 feet 9 3/4 inches. Veronica Barnes led a 1-2-3 finish in the 400-meter, with Bailey Casto coming in second and Lizzie Davis in third. And speaking of Lizzie Davis, the senior won the high jump, while CJ Williams took first in the long jump and Corey Cavonis finished first in the 110 meters. Moving to the course now, men's golf was ranked number 24 in the country this past week and had a top 10 finish this weekend at the Camp Lejeune Intercollegiate Golf Championship. Andrew Watson supported a single-day best on Friday, shooting a 65. Watson finished the tournament shooting a 226. Elijah Moore not far behind at 232. Then it was Harrison Smith and Ari Hojer shooting a 235 and 237 respectively on the weekend. And a great note to end on as I brag, or should I say happily remind you that the women's golf team took first at the historic Triangle Invitational last week, and Emily Brubaker was the individual champion of the tournament. And as we record right now, the team is playing in their opening round at the Greenbrier Collegiate Invitational. You can follow those results at lynchburgsports.com, which is your home for the latest news, results, and stories revolving around Lynchburg athletics. That'll do it for this episode. Until next week, we are signing off.